Welcome in, Libra Collective. It's Laura, and we are going to do a reading for the full moon eclipse in Virgo this Friday. We've got a pretty powerful South Node eclipse. This is going to be bringing in some sort of karmic release, whether it be deep healing or necessary ending. Basically, Libra eclipses are fated. So whatever is falling away right now is going to make space for something better, something greater. And so this eclipse, I feel, is aligning with the energy of the Fool card. And so the universe is kind of beckoning you to take a leap of faith. So before you can fully step into this new beginning ahead, I do feel there is either something that needs to be released. There could be something here that needs to be surrendered or maybe even healed. So trust that whatever is leaving your life right now, Libra, it was meant to go. So you can move forward a little less unburdened and a little bit more aligned with your highest path. So let's dive in with an oracle card message. We will go further with the tarot messages. What does this eclipse have in store for Libra? What is it activating for you? And it's quite clear that it's activating some type of heart chakra, awakening, heart chakra opening. I do feel a very prominent Queen of Cups energy. So the Queen of Cups is a nurturer. She's a giver. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or you could have one of these as part of your big three. But as we open up the heart, we also do open up the doorway to more abundance. And so I do feel a Five of Wands energy. I do feel there's a struggle here. I do feel there's change. I do feel maybe the veil of illusion has kind of been opened. As you see, we kind of see the curtains opening. So the curtain is opening. And with the red on the card, I do feel there could be security fears. I do feel maybe finances are a challenge. And when we are blocked on the heart and we are not open to receiving, that will definitely create some type of money block. And so I do feel with this heart opening, it is opening up the doorway to value. And so maybe you need to ask yourself, what does true value mean to you, Libra? It does kind of feel like there is a new beginning here. How can you maybe show yourself some love, some compassion? This is also a message, I feel, of self-acceptance. And so we got to keep in mind, we just finished the Aries North Node, Libra South Node energies for about the last 18 months. And so there's a sweeping away of energies. We do have a final eclipse at the end of the month. It's going to be a new moon solar eclipse in Aries. But there's something here clearing the path before we get to that second eclipse in 2 weeks' time. And so right now, I think you are being encouraged to connect with Archangel Raphael. He is the archangel that we connect with through the heart. He is the angel that comes forward when we need healing. He is the angel to help us find our heart center. And so I do feel this is an indication of some type of block connected to the flow of energy in your heart center. And so maybe there's an old sense of abandonment here or grief. There could be a broken heart here for sure. I can't sugarcoat it. I also feel a block on the throat. I'm feeling that pretty heavily. But I feel this could also be a heartbreak from a lingering past event. And so when we have a blocked heart chakra, it kind of does stop us from caring. It stops us from caring about ourselves. It stops us and blocks us from attracting love from another. And it can create a very heavy undercurrent of unhappiness that kind of permeates in all areas of our life. And so maybe it's time to heal the old, Libra. Where is there stuck stuff that you need to move on from? Because we can't bypass the pain. We certainly can't do that. And we can't pretend the pain doesn't exist. And I do feel maybe this is a huge release under this full moon, because full moons are for releasing and eclipses are definitely fated. But this release is probably putting you onto the pathway of setting that intention of being more self-loving. And so meditation will actually help you increase centering your heart at this point in time. But I do feel your fourth chakra is opening in perfect divine timing in order for love to flow through you more clearly. And so I also feel there could be a money block, right? Because the bottom of the deck is what we don't see coming. It is what we don't see coming with the seventh chakra in reverse. And so to me, there's a block connected to the crown chakra. And so right now I feel this message is pointing to a potential new beginning. But you also need to understand that there is an incomplete chapter here. Where do you need to close the door connected to this past pain or disappointment? Because I do think it's blocking your career, it's blocking your money, your abundance. And I feel a very heavy, disheartened energy here. And so I think you are reminded too not to put all your eggs in one basket, right? So I think this is a message in letting your intuition guide you. There is a new doorway that is opening up as you open up your heart and your mind, maybe to other sources of value in your life. Value comes from many different sources. And so choose the open doorway. Don't keep banging on a doorway that's closed, okay? So let's go a little bit further here with the tarot. And let's see what this heart chakra activation is all about. What is this heart pain? What is this heart purge? I just feel a major, major purge here. So what do we got for Libra? What is the message for Libra, please? What do we need to know for Libra? Keep in mind, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node placements. We do get the Four of Swords in reversed, as you can see on this Four of Swords. She's in a nest, and I just said, don't put all your eggs in one basket. There is a connection here where I feel you are eternally and etherically connected. You notice she's in the fetal position, and so I think it's time to bring yourself back to life. That's what I'm feeling, right? The Four of Swords in reverse can mean coming back to life, bringing something back from the dead, because the Four of Swords upright is similar to the energies of the Death card in the lower arcana, and it means the death of an idea or a person. So I don't know if you've recently gone through a death of a loved one. You got to know that you are always, forever, and eternally connected, if that's the case. I don't know if you've been in separation with somebody for maybe the last 4 years. But what is this Four of Swords about? We get the Knight of Cups. We get the King of Pentacles in reversed. And we get the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I kind of feel you've been holding on to somebody here that hasn't really offered you anything stable. They haven't put in the work. They have not chosen to invest in you. And I do think this is blocking your ability to create, right? We see the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. We turn it upright. We see a woman here, very abundant, working on her craft, working on her skills, maybe even working on an entrepreneurial path. And there we have it on the bottom of the deck. We do get the Death card. And so I don't know if you've recently had to experience the loss of a loved one. It could be a literal death. It could be a metaphorical death. But I feel this eclipse is walking you through some type of portal of a rebirth energy. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio. You could be dealing with an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And then we get this Knight of Cups energy. And so I don't know if there was like a false start here and it never led to anything stable and solid, because we kind of got this King of Pentacles energy here in reversed. He's like a lone wolf. And we could have somebody here that at the same time is very materialistic too, and maybe overly focused on a career path. But they're saying here, Spirit is telling you there's victory here. I do think you got to cut through some illusions here, Libra. We do have the Queen of Swords. There is an incomplete cycle here. So maybe there is something coming back around from the past. I almost feel like you've had your cup of love all caged up. Look at this Queen of Swords. We got this cup of love, this cup of water kind of below her in this cage. And maybe it's time to wave the flags. Maybe it's time to recognize the red flags. Maybe Spirit was cautioning you. But I do think there's truth coming forward. She's kind of got her sword to the side. So she's ready to receive communication. She's not going to strike at any moment, I feel, is what this is saying, right? So let's break this all down, Libra, because I do feel, I don't know if you are experiencing mental exhaustion, but I almost feel too, you're coming out of a period of heartbreak even, maybe coming out of a period of rest. And maybe you're unprepared for an offer that's coming, right? Because this is like a romantic, emotional offer. Or maybe even moving towards something that is led by your feelings. I want to say pay attention to your dreams. But this offer coming in could lack stability. Or you could be dealing with somebody that is actually dealing with a lot of insecurities about their financial stability. I do think you could be dealing with somebody here that has a lot of material concerns. Maybe you've dealt with this person in the past where maybe they've lacked integrity regarding stability or commitment, and maybe neglecting the fact that, they were supposed to pour into this connection. I also feel you could be dealing with somebody that is mentally overwhelmed about pushing forward and bringing in a grounded, stable offer, because this is feeling very ungrounded. This could also mean somebody is coming out of a period of self reflection, waiting to pursue something that will be emotionally pursuing. But I feel there's a struggle here with consistency, maybe discipline, or maybe this person doesn't really have a solid foundation. There is a relationship dynamic here, I feel, connected to your own personal journey, where maybe you do desire this emotional connection, but is it lacking practical stability? Does this person have the ability to follow through and make it sustainable? Because on the bottom of the deck here with the Death card to the Six of Wands, I just feel you are going through a portal of a deep transformation. There could be a necessary ending in order to bring change, right? But on the other side of this ending and change, there's victory. There's confidence. Maybe you've got to work on building your confidence, right? Because this is saying you got to get clear. You got to get logical. You've also got to set those firm and healthy boundaries, Libra. And I know you can oftentimes have a difficult time with boundaries. I am a Lilith in Libra, and I know all about indecision and the shadowy aspects of Libra placements. And so there's wisdom here, I think, that you've gained through this experience. And maybe your heart is on lockdown. Maybe you're not sure if you want to invest or move forward. But I also feel there is an incomplete lesson here. There's an unfinished cycle. There's been a delay in some type of closure. And there needs to be a completion of a lesson before you can move forward to a new beginning. We got the Ace of Wands, right? And so I just feel this eclipse energy is so powerful. You're in this major transformation portal. I think you're being pushed towards a lot of success, but you have to embrace that clarity. You have to use your logic, and you have to maybe close out an unfinished cycle here. So I just feel there's a lesson here that hasn't fully been integrated. There's a lesson here that I feel is being highlighted, where maybe some old wounds and some patterns are coming up to be addressed and purged and cleared through the heart chakra, connected to some type of lack of closure, which maybe has prevented you from moving forward. And so with this being a South Node eclipse, I do think there's going to be a major ending. There's going to be some type of karmic release. And there is a need to surrender an old cycle. There is a need to kind of bring it full circle. And so I think overall, this really is suggesting that maybe somebody here also is experiencing burnout due to overthinking. And I do think if this is a person external to you, they too are somehow energetically blocking your progress forward. But I do feel there is such desire to move forward, though. There's desire to move forward. But I feel the Queen of Swords is saying, warning, warning. This Queen of Swords has set some pretty firm emotional boundaries. And I think that's why this person is resisting coming forward with an offer. And it could be an apology. But I think the message here, the final takeaway here is you're at a karmic turning point. If something is falling apart, if something is leaving your life, it's meant to. So don't play into shortcuts. Do not give way to any emotional illusions. The Knight of Cups too can come in with grandiose love offers and then pull away, pull back, and not really have any staying power here. And so I think you are being called to commit to a disciplined, clear path forward. That's exactly what these two energies here, I think, are saying for you, because ultimately there is a transformation at play. That definitely can't be denied. But I think there's success ahead. There is success ahead, but only after you kind of release something from the past and possibly step into a brand new version of yourself. And that's what I got for the eclipse for you, Libra.